Our news tonight, a News 10 special report on a growing trend in gang violence.
You know, we've seen gangs thrive in poorer communities, but now they're moving into neighborhoods where the homes are new and the prices are high. More and more people living in these prosperous communities are finding that the kid next door, or maybe even their own child, is a bona fide gang member. Elk Grove, one of the many suburbs faced with a phenomenon of middle-class gangs. News 10's Dana Howard joins us live from there with a closer look tonight. Dana?
Dale, middle-class gangs caught my attention last year when I was in a nearby business and a girl came in to tell her mother that there were 20 to 30 gang members fighting in the shopping center next door. Now, I know this neighborhood. The homes here start $400,000, go up to $900,000. So I said she must be mistaken. There are no gangs here. I called the cops just to make sure. And they told me not only are they here, but they are in Auburn, Roseville, Orangevale, Citrus Heights, Rancho Cordova, and the list went on. He looked at the expression on my face and said that I was making the same mistake that so many people do when it comes to gangs these days, that it has little to do with money and even less to do with race.
Charles, one on the top left.
Hey man, come here.
Gangs in the grittiest parts of the city,
You all right?
well, that's common. Some would say expected.
These are more than likely rock cocaine. Get out of the car!
It is still where the bulk of gang activity takes place.
Open the door before we kick it in.
But increasingly, it is homes in solidly middle-class neighborhoods where gang members are living and where they are going to school.
It was here in Sacramento. It was here in Sacramento.
Giovanni, he's 17, last year attended Sheldon High School in Sacramento County, surrounded by homes $300,000 and up. Giovanni's house, no exception.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Is Giovanni here?
His mother and father working construction, janitorial to pay for it.
You got BST tat on you? Let me see it real quick.
Giovanni, he took a different path. He joined a gang.
I thought I was like somebody, like I said.
Giovanni got jumped or beat up to get into that gang and then jumped other students to prove his loyalty.
That gives you points for your clique. Pretty much, that's why, what you're getting, like, you're getting respect.
I've never been that scared in my life. I thought I was gonna die.
Jeremy Buenaluz survived a gang attack. It was in Vacaville, shot in the back while he and a group of teenagers walked to a friend's house in a neighborhood where homes average around $600,000.
You could see his arm like drop down and point at me, and then pop. And I seen a flash, and I heard like it flew right by me. And then I realized I was getting shot at.
That attack left the neighborhood wary and stunned.
Our neighbor, one time he came over to me and told me he was jumped on the way home from school and got beat up. And he was in 7th grade, 8th grade.
Gangbangers in Vacaville? I don't think so.
Just since January 1, there was Jeremy's shooting in Vacaville. In Rancho Cordova, a gang symposium held. In Roseville, a gang fight with a shotgun found. And in Elk Grove, 4 gang members arrested for attacking a high school basketball team.
There's different types of gang members.
Sacramento Gang Unit Officer Kerry Trzynski says gangs are moving on up, and one reason is their parents.
They try to make a change for their family, but their kids already instilled with these gangster values, so when they move into these nicer neighborhoods, they're just bringing the problem there.
There is an exciting lifestyle, glamour, wealth, money, attention, even fame associated with that lifestyle.
Dr. Charles Scott is a child psychiatrist and says another piece of the problem is popular music and videos. Young Jeezy, he raps about gangsters are in his audience and he loves it, along with his gold, his money and guns. But Dr. Scott says it's more than just the videos that has the gang lifestyle ranking cool amongst middle-class kids.
And wanting to fit in with your peers, have peer approval, and that sort of adolescent need to bond and be associated with other adolescents in a sort of an exciting, risky way.
And even though repercussions can be severe, they can also make the gang image just that much more cool. Friends called up Jeremy instead of worried, excited he had been shot.
You never really understand how much of an effect it can have on someone until you actually experience it. So just let them talk until it happens to them. Then see if they still talk the same way about things like that.
That is cool.
Yeah.
trying not to cry, but it just hurts so much.
His parents, frightened and sickened, they worked too hard to move to a safe neighborhood where they could raise their son up right.
And that he doesn't need that affiliation, that sense of belonging. That sense of belonging with gangs. Because you have your family.
Now, Jeremy and his family were quite brave to talk to us. Jeremy has not been, and he is not now, a gang member. Dr. Charles Scott, the psychiatrist at UC Davis Medical Center, says that there is one final piece to this puzzle of middle-class gangs in middle-class neighborhoods, and that is the amount of time that children are spending by themselves. He says that because the parents, in order to get that nicer home in a nicer neighborhood, they're ending up working 2 and 3 jobs to hold on to that home, and that is leaving the kids unsupervised for long and dangerous periods of time. Reporting live from Elk Grove, I'm Dana Howard, News 10.
Great story, Dana, but as parents, I'm sure a lot of us are feeling kind of sick right now seeing this. I mean, so what does it come down to? Parents having to make some tougher decisions. Maybe we're not going to have such a nice home or a new car every couple of years and scale back on the work and spend more time with our kids.
That